Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing my rhetorical review on Alvin Chang's personal essay, The Search for My Kimchi. To me, this piece is so much about a story about food. However, it's a powerful reflection on identity, heritage, and emotional weight that certain traditions can carry, especially for immigrant children. So Alvin Chang, he has three rhetorical strategies, and we're going to start with ethos. Ethos, as you may know, refers to the credibility of the speaker. In this case, Chang builds that sharing his personal experiences as a Korean American and talks about how growing up in the US, he was rejected of his Korean identity. He hated things like the smell of kimchi, avoiding speaking Korean, and even trying to blend in. The honest admissions that he has make him relatable and trustworthy. In this case, he's not speaking as an outsider to this experience, he's lived in it, and that gives weight to everything that he says. Next is pathos, which is the emotional appeal. And this essay has a lot of it actually. Chang actually taps in with the feelings of shame, confusion, and the longing that people may feel that when they're caught up between cultures. This is a particularly emotional moment when he describes watching his mother make kimchi, her hands covered in the chili paste, her face focused, familiar, and realizing how much he had rejected her and his culture. It was heartbreaking. And this hits hard for anyone who has ever felt disconnected from their roots. Through details like these, Chang invites us to feel what he feels, a deep, aching desire to reclaim something that we have lost. Finally, we have logos, or the appeal to logic and reasoning. While this essay is largely personal, Chang supports his story with insight culturally and even historically with references. He reflects on how assimilation often means distancing yourself from your identity, and how immigrant parents sometimes stop passing down traditions, like food or language, because they want their kids to fit in. He uses his own story as a kind of case study to show how that pressure to assimilate can lead to generational gaps, and even a sense of cultural loss. Altogether, Alvin Chang's essay uses ethos to build the trust, pathos to stir that emotion, and logos to reflect on broader patterns in immigrant families. One thing I found interesting about this particular article was its interactiveness. I liked how you were able to click around and see how kimchi was made. One thing I also liked was the inclusiveness of graphs when it came to Asian Americans as well as things like kimchi. And I just like how you were able to actually tie in and immerse yourself into the article. In the end, the search for my kimchi wasn't truly just about kimchi, but it was actually quite about the grief of losing part of yourself and getting that courage to get it back. Thanks for watching.